YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy D-Boy352, and I am bringing you a brand new game. Just went into early access. It actually went into early access a couple days ago, and I wasn't able to do the voiceover for this to get this up for you guys any sooner. So without further ado, this is DIY Simulator, the do-it-yourself simulator. Like I said, it just went into early access on Steam, and I wanted to give it a shot. You know, I like the PC building simulator, and I like simulator games, so I figured, you know, we'll try it out and give it a shot. So when you first start it up, it kind of goes through a little tutorial, shows you pretty much the basics of how to get started, and then you just jump right in. You come in, it's nighttime, and you kind of got to get your bearings, and you're trying to figure out, you know, what's what, how do you do this, how do you do that. So once I first jumped in, as soon as the game started, before I even clicked start new game, it gave me a settings screen where I could set the resolution, I could set what kind of graphics quality I wanted, and everything else. So I set all that. I set it to a 1080 quality or resolution, set all the quality up to ultra or high, whatever the highest one was. And then as soon as I got into the game, I went to change the settings again, and all the settings had reverted back to default, which was very low quality and like a 240p or 480, whatever it was. So I tried changing it again, and the settings, when you change them, it doesn't stay. And like I said, this game is in early access. There are still a lot of bugs that have to be worked out. I mean, that's something that's to be expected. So after that, you know, I just went through, I navigated through the game, got the computer on, went through, and basically have an email system, kind of like on PC Building Simulator, and that's how you get your jobs. You choose which jobs you want to accept, then you go through on a web browser within the game to buy the different parts and everything else. There's actually text files in there that tell you what you need to build different things, you know, like a Bluetooth speaker or a remote controlled skateboard and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. So I went through, I accepted a couple jobs, bought some stuff, and then I went through the rest of the house, just exploring. You know, found the bathroom, the kitchen, the workshop, all that, and then found, you know, nothing in the refrigerator. And I remember seeing something saying, you know, you have to make sure you eat, you have to drink, you have to use the restroom, you have to go to sleep, all the things that a normal person would have to do, which I was kind of interested by that kind of dynamic that they had put in there. You go outside by the mailbox, and that's where all the packages are that are from the jobs that you've accepted. So after you build the product, you put them in the package and they get shipped off, and then you collect your money, which is very similar to PC Building Simulator. You do a lot of the same thing. You accept the job, and a box comes with that person's name on it or whatever. You do the job, the PC ends up going back in the box, and you go in your email and you basically just hit collect, and that's how you get paid. They get their product back, everybody's happy. So after all that, I go to sleep until the next day and wake up, and my guy's saying I'm thirsty, and whatever accent this is, I have no idea, but it's atrocious. So he says I'm thirsty. I walk down to the store, pick up some things, go to the ATM because you have to use cash. You can't use a card there. Go to the ATM, pull some money out, pay the cashier, and all the items I had disappear. So I'm assuming they're in a grocery bag or something in my hand, and I'm going to walk home with them. So I get my items, and I go home, and I can't find my items anywhere. They're not in my fridge. They're not anywhere to be found. So at this point, I figure it's just a bug, just something that, you know, because it's in early access, it's not working at the time, and I decide I'm going to go build something. So I take my box that I got all my parts in, and I go and I start taking them all out on the workbench, and the entire time this guy is just saying, I'm thirsty, I'm thirsty, I'm thirsty. Like, listen, guy, I know you're thirsty. I try to get you a drink. I can't just turn the faucet on and get you some water. I don't know why. The store didn't have anything but water and vodka, and it apparently disappeared. I don't know where, but I'm a magician. So now we're just going to build some stuff. and that failed absolutely miserably. So as you'll see in a few seconds, I'm taking these parts out. I can hear the birds outside. It's a beautiful day. And then all of a sudden, I heard the most god-awful noise ever. I thought I was getting attacked by seagulls or something because I hear nothing but birds. My dude's screaming. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to turn the volume down because it's blaring in my ears. I had literal blood come out of my ears. I don't know what to do. I'm running around this house trying to figure out, did I cut myself while I was taking the parts out? Is a dove attacking me and trying to suck my soul out? What is going on? And then the screen starts blinking, and oh, you died because you didn't drink anything for 3 hours in game time. You died. You're done. Start over. So I decide to try again. I go back to the store, I withdraw more money, I buy more food and water, and I click on the cashier so I can pay the dude, and I go home and none of it's there. It's all gone again. So at this point, I don't know what to do. So now I'm thinking, well, I have a truck in the driveway. Maybe I have to take the truck. And I take the truck, I go back to the store, and I withdraw money, which, by the way, driving in this game, I understand it's not a driving simulator or Grand Theft Auto, but it literally drives worse than the little toys that would be in front of Walmart that you put 25 cents in and you would ride the little rocket. It drives worse than that. So I go to the store, I get more food, more drinks, and they're nowhere to be found. They're not inside the truck, they're not in the bed of the truck, they're not in the house, they're nowhere to be found. So I'm not allowed to drink. I can't drink in this game, but drinking is an essential function, and all you're going to do is sit there and die over and over again while the birds are all happy and chirping, and you're dying, and you literally cannot progress because you're just going to keep dying over and over. So I decide to, because I know I'm just going to die, I know it's an early access and there's bugs they got to fix and there's improvements they have to make. I'm trying to give it a chance. So then I go and I say, I'm just going to go ahead and build something and see how that is. So I go through and I try and build a Bluetooth speaker. And I can pan all around the item, I can look up and down, I can rotate it, but I cannot physically take it apart or do anything. I can't add parts. I'm trying to add parts. At this point, I've watched the tutorial 5 times because I've died 5 times, and every time you start a new game, it goes back through the tutorial. So I've seen the tutorial 5 times. I know it by heart. I know I'm doing everything that the tutorial says, and I can't do anything with this Bluetooth speaker. The whole time my dude's saying he's thirsty. I know he's about to croak from dehydration like he's out in the Serengeti and he needs a camel so that he can get across it and not die, but he ain't got that, so he's dying. He's dead. He's on his knees begging God, please, he's gone. And I don't know what else to do. So that was the end of my experience with this game. Like I said, I know that it's an early access. They got a lot of stuff they're working on, and it's just to kind of give us a preview. But so far, I'm not impressed at all. And if I was you, I would wait until they update it. They need to do a couple updates, and they need to do some fixing. Overall, it looks like it could be a pretty fun game. But I would give it a chance. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative, and I hope you liked it. If you did, do not forget to hit that thumbs up button on the video. Make sure to share it with all your friends and sub to the channel. It helps me out a lot, and I cannot wait to bring you guys more content. And that's all I got for this one. So until next time, D-Boy out.